Hello everyone, this is my third time trying to record this. I watched the other two back and I was just like, wow, get to the bloody point, man. Almost said a swear word there, let's not start off that way. But yes, just a quick update because I've just got done filming an impressions video and I thought, while the camera's here, might as well record a little update. How many times am I going to say little update? Jesus friggin' crackers, man. But yes, only 3 things to really report. I'm going to Florida in April, so I'm going to film a bunch of stuff there, meeting up with a few friends, and we're going to have as much fun as possible. Or maybe all get sliced to pieces. It's good to stay optimistic, so yes, that's basically that. If you don't hear from me in May, just keep waiting, because I'll probably make some videos after that point. But anyway. So I'm going to film a bunch of stuff, hopefully just, if any of it's worth showing to other people online, I'll be sure to upload it. Maybe do a few commentaries over it like I did when I went to California in 2006. If any of you have watched any of those videos, most of them are on my secondary account, David Hazuki USA Trip. Ooh, you see how snazzy that was. But yes, beyond that, the only things that have really happened recently I've bought a 3DS XL because the Professor Layton game came out for it. So I got to get me stat. I don't know what the hell that was, but yes. I got the shiny blue one. It looks better in dimmer light. In bright lights it looks a bit feminine. But whatever. One thing I have noticed that you don't really hear many reports about, which kind of annoyed me since it's a portable system, as in, you want to access it, is, as quick as possible. You press the on button, watch this. I press the on button, you see the blue lights come on, so I have turned it on, and look how long this takes to actually come on. The backlights have kicked in for the screens, but I don't know if you want to time this or something. I'm not nerdy enough to have actually timed it myself yet, but it's a good 20 or 30 seconds before anything actually starts to pop on the screens. I mean, there is a standby mode, to be fair, so, if you know you're going to just need to use it for a minute or two here and there, you can just put it in standby. Comes on in about 2 or 3 seconds, that's fair enough. But if you're waiting in line and you're like, oh, might as well get that out, you basically, you'll be done with what you were trying to kill time doing by the time this comes on. So, there you go. Apart from that, it's a pretty good system. I still prefer the Vita, but this has a nice thing where you can actually draw pictures and send them to people, which the Vita, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have. So let me just turn that off. Also, I don't really like the touch screen on this compared to the Vita, but it's functional. It does what it needs to do. It's just the Vita one I'm using. It's more like the iPhone where you can swipe everything, and it's multi-touch, blah blah blah. Whereas the 3DS only has singular touch or resistance, blah blah blah. Another thing I bought recently is this fight stick. I only got it for £20 pre-owned, so pretty good deal. I'm assuming, and it's one of those Hori or Hori ones, I don't know how the heck you pronounce that. Pretty good. If I'm honest, I haven't actually tried it yet. I just bought it because it was on sale in a place called CEX, or Computer Exchange. Yes, they just want to make it sound like sex, because I guess that appeals to nerds, who knows. But yeah, so it's pretty good, I'm guessing. Again, I can't comment on it, but it's got the 8 buttons, some of them only have 6. So I guess that's decent. I don't know, talking out of my arse there. And another thing that just arrived yesterday is this Sonic history art book. I should probably try and do that again in order. Let's see, the history of Sonic the Hedgehog is what I meant to say. And it's just a 300-page art book, and, well, not to sound redundant, but yes, it's an art book that tells you the history of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll be Rogered up the bing bong, eh? So anyway. It's got some really nice artwork, and to be honest, I'm not one to sniff books, but this smells beautiful. It's like they actually painted it or something. It's very glossy. And yes, I realized I just called the smell beautiful, but I guess that can be a thing. I've only read about 35 pages so far, which is pretty good for me, I'll be honest. I'm not much of a reader, even with things I bought. Like that what was that book called? I'm Better Than Your Kids. I still haven't read an extra page of that since my last book review / talking thing. I'm coming off as a retard here. Oop, shouldn't have said that. Awkward jump cut. Oh yes, you didn't see that coming. And that's pretty much it. So, apart from my impressions video, which requires a lot of editing, I filmed it all before this though, so And, you know, as I was doing it, I thought, yeah, there's some good stuff in here. But the battery on the camera, you know, the remote, sorry, it doesn't turn off the camera anymore. So I just did it as one long thing, and there's a lot of dead air, as they call it, that I'm gonna have to edit out. And I'm a lazy person when it comes to stuff like that. So hopefully, when I play back the footage, it's actually funny as I think it is in my head. Not to sound, you know, narcissistic or anything, but as I was doing it, I was like, I can see this being funny if the camera picked it up in the way that I hope it did, blah, 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 blah. If it didn't, let's blame the camera. It's like, I did it amazingly, but the camera didn't pick it up. I'm such a big-headed charlatan. Anyway, so, losing the plot completely here, so that's all I'm saying is it's probably going to take a couple of weeks to edit that. It's not even that much footage, it's like half an hour, but I've got other things to do, to be honest. I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't even know if anyone even gives a damn, to be honest, so... But I'll try and get that out. Hopefully it's funny enough, and that's going to be my driving force, like that previous Bat Guy and Spider Dude episode. I had that on the camera for about 6 or 7 months, and then, or 3 months, I can't even remember how long it was. And then I looked back at the footage and I was like, wow, this is actually funny, and my driving force became wanting to get that out there to the public, even if only a couple of my friends watch it. So I'm hoping it's like that. Anyway, I'm very much talking over myself in a redundant manner now, so hopefully everything's well with you. Like I said, apart from that video, there's not going to be much else coming out until after I get back from my trip, which will be, you know, sometime in late April. And then hopefully some of the footage is footage is worth uploading. If it is, you'll see it. I'm pretty sure I already said that, so I'm going to end it now. Hopefully things are okay with all of you. Take care.